You wrong for that, Skip. You wrong for that, Skip. But
All right, so y'all know the other day Skip Bayless said that he's stepping down from Undisputed. He claims he is not fired. He's stepping down after 8 years. You know, he was mostly on the show with Shannon Sharpe. So we got comedian Godfrey coming with the funny, hilarious impersonation of Shannon Sharpe reacting to Skip's firing. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe.
I think you all heard the news. Skip Bayless has been let go from FS1. You know, me and Skip Bayless had a show on FS1, very successful, 7 years. And we came to a crossroad, okay? I had to leave because we had our differences. And, you know, that's just human beings. You know, I had to leave and I had to do my own thing. And Club Shay Shay has been very, very successful. Thank God I left for my success now. And Skip Bayless, their ratings were going down. It was going down. After I left, the ratings went down. So they got rid of Skip Bayless. Me and him had our differences, you know. There was one episode where he disrespected me. And I'm a 3-time Super Bowl champ. He thought I was jealous of Tom Brady. You're wrong for that, Skip. You're wrong for that, Skip. But now, you got to skip your ass on out. Skip your ass on down the road. Okay? Like my grandmama said, karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch, and when you jump in the pond, karma's gonna be there to swim under the water with you. Now, I know that didn't make any sense. That didn't make no sense. So Skip, FS stands for fuck Skip. Now skip your ass on out.
Now, first off, Godfrey went to the barber shop and he sat down and he told a barber to give him the Shannon Sharpe. He got the Shannon part. He got the Shannon curve hairline. And on top of that, I guess it works because he got the Shannon Sharpe chocolatey skin. No Diddy, okay? Did that sound kind of Diddy? Yeah. But he even got the thick glasses like Shannon. So I see what you're doing, Godfrey. But this is where I got to get woke. I got to open up my third eye. Because y'all know it's always an underlining message when it comes to these impressions from Godfrey. Because Godfrey has become a little bit of a commentator. If y'all don't check out his YouTube channel, you need to go check it out. He does a lot of good content, 500,000 subscribers, so he's doing something right. But in this case, you see, he said a lot about the relationship between Skip and Shannon Sharpe. See, let me tell you something. When Shannon Sharpe left, I think he was hurt about that episode when Skip had clearly crossed the line. Media commentators all over the sports world said Skip was wrong for what he did to Shannon. And basically, he started insulting Shannon's career, trying to act like he was jealous of Tom Brady. He diminished Shannon's whole career, almost like he had no respect for Shannon. Even though this is the man that you wanted beside you. This is the man that you built this show with. And to show him so much blatant disrespect, you had people saying Skip was borderline racist with his comments. And I think Shannon was hurt that he never got an on-air apology from Skip. And soon after that, Shannon left. And Shannon was up in the air. He didn't know he would land at ESPN. Then Stephen A came in, gave him a job. Not to mention the iconic Cat Williams interview, and ever since then, bam, he blew up. As a matter of fact, he just re-upped his deal with ESPN. Got some more money from First Take. I used to watch more Undisputed because of Shannon. Now Shannon is at ESPN. I'm watching more First Take, so he deserved the money. But he got a new deal, and now Skip is leaving Undisputed. And he was right. The numbers wasn't the same. The numbers wasn't the same. And look, they got Paul Pierce up there. I love Paul Pierce, one of my favorite NBA players. But the show was not as entertaining as it was with Shannon. And I still want Paul Pierce to get his money. Bring somebody else in to do a show with Paul Pierce. They can turn it up. Hell, let Paul Pierce go back to the strip club. Y'all remember when Paul Pierce had the stripper barbers? Do something like that with Paul Pierce. Make it entertaining. Make it lit. Make a lit sports show like Gilbert Arenas got. Y'all should circle that around Paul Pierce. Hell, bring in Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, that'd be lit. I'm giving them ideas. They not paying me no money, but still going back to my point. Shannon is going up. And it looks like Skip is going down. Now, don't get it twisted. Skip gave us a lot of great years doing sports commentary, and he might go on to do his own podcast, which will still be successful because, Skip is entertaining. And obviously, like I said, he's been doing it for so long. He's a man of a certain age. We knew he had to retire and fall back at some point. But the timing, as the guy who just left your show because he was insulted by you and went on to blow up, and he's on cloud 9, and you're stepping down. And some people are even whispering that behind the scenes, they didn't want Skip anymore. The ratings were going down. And I even heard that he wasn't the nicest guy behind the scenes. And they got sick of him and they let him go. And they just saving face and saying, well, he stepped down because it was really his show. I think he created the show. I think the network gave him, all the keys and said, bring us a show. But if things aren't going accordingly, all of that ish don't matter. So, very deep content if you really look behind the veil with Godfrey, and he knew what he was doing. And I feel like he started a conversation with this impression. I want to know what y'all got to say about this in the comments. Like the video and subscribe. And, hey, like I said, regardless, I did watch a lot of Skip. He did have some good points at times for me. And, I wish him the best still. Also, by the way, here's a little bit of tea. Kenyon Martin was trying to get back on the show, and he announced this the other day that Skip personally told ex-NBA player Kenyon Martin that he did not want him back on the show. And that might be another reason why Skip is, leaving, because Kenyon Martin with Paul Pierce, that might have been a good matchup. But his pride might have been getting in the way of some good numbers and some good entertainment and an opportunity to boost their numbers back up. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.